Welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I'm going to be working on day 11 of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. Do make sure that you click the playlist in my description box below so that you can watch all the other wonderful creators create layouts based on these sketches. So here is today's sketch. This is a sketch created exclusively for this hop by Nahalie Turcotte Cloudsdale. Nahalie, I'm sorry. I apparently cannot pronounce your first surname. So she has an Instagram account, and this is actually a really nice sketch. It looks relatively easy to put together and works really well. So I am going to be playing with some Vicki Boutin color study. I believe that there is a sheet from, a sheet from another collection in here. This is from Let's Wander. The sketch has polka dots on it. I thought I might try to use this paper there. We'll see. I haven't decided quite where I'm going with it. I did 3 photos. And this one, of course, is in the wrong orientation. It is landscape versus portrait. This one is fatter than I would like, but I don't want to cut it down, although I am covering up my daughter, and I'm doing this. So this is a trip to the river that we took with some friends of ours. I have scrapped a couple of other layouts recently with different sets of these photos, so I wanted to get this one done. Here are the embellishments that I'm kind of playing with, and I pulled in the stickers, which I looked for and couldn't find, and lo and behold, they were in the first place I looked. Isn't that the way it goes? This is the chipboard phrases. I keep opened ones in 6x12 Ziploc bags so that they don't get lost. And so I'm going to fast forward this, and we're going to get started. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you that I am not going to use all of the papers I pulled, nor am I going to use all of the embellishments that I just showed you. I pulled these 2 pieces of pattern paper, and I actually thought about gutting the blue one and then changed my mind because I'm going to bring in some paint and I want the thickness for the acrylic paint. So I'm going to tear off all of the edges off each side of this pattern paper. I'm not real sure why I'm making you watch me do this. I know you all know how to tear paper. So some of the things that I did for prepping in this layout is I fussy cut the butterflies from one of the pattern papers so that you don't have to watch me do that. And I matted my 3 photos with the script pattern paper, that large triangle that you saw at the beginning. That was from a previous layout this month, and I used it to mat my 3 photos. And then I went ahead and I chose a stencil because I'm going to put some white acrylic dots on my background. And this is a Studio Calico stencil that I got in a kit way back in the day. I've probably only used it one other time. It's got some little stuff in the center of it. And then I realized I had the wrong color of paint, and I stepped away to get it, and I forgot to turn the camera back on, so you don't get to see me actually paint. But I just used a foam sponged brush, and I painted the background with that, and then that called it good. Okay, now I'm ready to start assembling my layout. I have matted my photos and I'm laying them out here, and I'm going to go ahead and just start building some embellishment clusters. I chose 2 pieces of vellum from the ephemera pack from Color Study, the title piece, and then that really pretty rainbow speech bubble that I'm going to put up there in that top corner. I'm going to add an arrow below the photo of our puppy jumping on Courtney with the other kids all shielding themselves from the splashes that he's causing. Added an arrow of word, phrase, and the butterfly, and now I'm going to add a tab, the flowers, another phrase sticker, I've already mounted my stickers up on foam tape so that they'll be ready to glue down, and you know, I'm pretty much done with the embellishment clusters here. So I'm going to bring in this acrylic paint, and I'm going to paint a journaling block, and I'm going to paint that below the top photo, add a little water. I used to do this all the time on my layouts. I haven't done it in a while, and I've discovered that I no longer have the right kind of pen to write on it, but I did end up making it work out okay. I'm also going to water that paint down just a little bit more and use it to make some white splatters on the background as well. And I did not cover my photos. As you will see in the close-ups, some of the photos have some splatters on it, and I decided that was okay for a page about a day at the river. All right, I got everything glued down on here, and I painted this section because I'm going to write my journaling on there when it dries fully. I am going to use a ultra fine point Sharpie. Is it acid free? Probably not. Don't really care that much. I decided that I didn't really like that plane, so I'm going to go ahead and add this tag, this piece of twine, and a couple more phrases back here like this, and then that's going to be done. So let's do that. I've already put adhesive on the back. My friend Kimberly from I'd Rather Be Scrapbooking gifted me some double-sided tape. Ironically, I've never used double-sided tape before. I've used ATG gun for, I don't know, 10 years. And if I use liquid glue, I kind of use the Scotch Quick Dry. I did try the Nuvo Deluxe glue. Not as much of a fan of that. I like the Quick Dry better. I think I just used up the last of my Nuvo Deluxe though, because it's not squishing out anymore. But I think I like how this has turned out. Let me get this on here with a little glue dot. And I've already put white splatters on it. And yes, I've got some on my photos, but that was kind of intentional. They're playing in the water, and so I didn't, get it on anybody's face, but a little bit of splatters on the edge. And I'm going to call this done. You can watch for the close-ups at the end of the video. If you enjoyed my video, please click the thumbs up button. If you are not a subscriber, I would love to have you subscribe. I will answer your questions about my layouts and or techniques that I use on them. So ask away in the comments. There is a collaborative playlist in the description box. Again, this is Christy's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches, Day 11. Quite happy with how this one turned out. You have a great day. Bye.